It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
I got one. Watch tight end, tight end's right.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert, and Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And Eifert has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, check. 47.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
Here we go.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down. Charles, a look there at the Colts draft class for 2020. No first-round pick, remember, courtesy of the DeForest Buckner deal. But, you know, lots of weapons after that.
Certainly are, and they really are playing a physical brand of football in Indianapolis to go along with that offensive line. So stand on offense. Michael Pittman, the wide receiver, a strong physical target. He was selected number 34. And then I love them getting Jonathan Taylor out of Wisconsin. 7 picks later to carry the load at the running back position. And then they did hedge their bets at the quarterback spot. Jacob Eason, a little bit of a project out of Washington. He went in the 4th round.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Switch.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Let's go, defense.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
That's not good enough, man.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick.
Here we go.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a miss.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Jaguars 10, Colts 7.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
Check pass, check pass.
18 Rattler.
On first down, Jacob Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 49 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, no, look, hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Man.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Kaepernick now to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Jaguars 13.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Eason. And got his man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Hey, check Mike 39.
1st and 10, Eason. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then two more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Hey. 4 down.
They run the counter. Robinson fighting to it's a foot race. 30, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. He'll take a shot downfield for Pitt, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And the Colts are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
56.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Colts add on to their lead. These two teams back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual, because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right. You can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Come on now, let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now Kaepernick. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
On second down now, it's Robinson, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go one more. Mike's 54.
On third down, Robinson, room past the 20, and all the way up to the 21-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey,
check Mike 39.
Gone. So we got man.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Yo. Check 9.
Play action. It's Eason. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun is Eason. And he'll find Pittman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Offense.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Now Eason. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Mustang 19.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Throwing again. Eason. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Double up, double up, double up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Back, back, back. Check, check. Fresno.
They run once more with Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Switch out, switch out. 47's the mic. Watch the run, watch the run. 47's the mic, 47's the mic.
Throwing is Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
It's a gain of 6.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Eason off the play fake. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it over.
And did he get in? Yes, they say. It's a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. One to remember, well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. You can't.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him.
No
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
That's trash. That's trash. 70 Timberwolf. 18 Pioneer.
To throw again. Eason. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, he flew past 200, 300, and 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Mike's 40.
Eason on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
70 Lion. Watch the scrap go 80.
Watch the
They'll run here with Taylor. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run Taylor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Here's Eason to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Back at his 2-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
50, Mike 50. Time to go, night, night. Hey, alert, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Heavy, what you got?
In his own end zone, it's Kaepernick. The throw taken in by Cole. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keelan Cole, 98 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Check three.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go, let's bring it.
They go play action with Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 41 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you, because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Slam.
18 Cardinal.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason, catch made here by Campbell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he is going to have a Colts first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
27. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indiana.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On the left side, this is Stills. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got you, son.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
They're finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Kaepernick to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The 20. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Turning into a really good performance on the road, Week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
SOS.
Again, it's Taylor. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Play action. It's Eason. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. To the left side here for Eifert. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And he's got room. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee.
Yeah, baby. That's our ball. Our ball. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
I'm going to run you over. Mike 50.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Rabbit. And we're going 37.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
47's the money.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had...
Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And the Jags grab it. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.